Different rhythm to the day.
Yeah. Did you like it better or?
I don't know. I felt like Gab wanted me out of the house.
Oh, really? Was she like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah. Did you? I know what I would have done if I.
Well, no comment.
Did we visit the closet? I mean, did you take advantage of the opportunity?
No need to visit the closet. All the kids are gone all day.
Oh, this is a no-brainer.
Kitchen table, baby.
There you go. I like it. I got to stay up late and watch the National League wild card game last night.
Congratulations to your Giants.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. What a game, though. I don't know. I'm sure you didn't watch it. You hate baseball. I'm telling you,
No.
dude,
I don't. I don't.
You don't have cable.
Don't care
Yeah.
about whether San Francisco beats the Mets.
Yeah, I can understand that, but as I've said before, I just love playoff baseball. There's the atmosphere in the stadium. It's a little cooler in the stadium. You can just tell, and every pitch means something. And when you've got these monsters on the mound.
No, you're exactly right. After watching 161 games, that you're just like, whatever, man. You know?
Yeah. They just you watch these 162 games of nothing. And it's just like, you win one, you lose one. You drop 4 in a row. You won 4 in a row. Congratulations. And it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But in the postseason, it's so, especially in that one game wild card.
It's exciting.
And, the Giants had their mad bum on the mound. And
our ace is a bum,
Your
as you like to
pitcher's a
say.
gardener.
he was on the mound. Dude, the guy is fucking insane. He was going against Thor. You know Thor, the Mets pitcher?
I don't.
He's got the long blonde hair, so everyone wears like the Thor helmets and the hammers, and he's just every pitch is like 98 miles an hour. It's just he's ridiculous. He's 24 years old and he's unhittable. This dude is unhittable. But the Giants were able to get his pitch count up and get him out of the game in like the 7th inning, and then in the 9th of a 0-0 game, 3-run shot.
Wow.
From a nobody guy you've never heard of. Connor Gillespie yicks one and goes a yard for a 3-run shot, but the weird thing is that Madison Bumgarner, 24 straight innings in do or die games, he's given up 0 runs.
Mm-hmm.
That's unbelievable. Number 2 on the list is Verlander, by the way, with 17 innings. Number 3 on the list, Jack Morris,
Wow.
with 10. Kind of impressive.
And that completes the radio for one segment of our show today.
Yeah, well, it was leading to something, asswipe.
Okay.
I figured I'd give you a little rundown. There's a pitcher or a prospect for the Astros who's in a world of shit right now.
No.
Yeah. Have you noticed this?
Oh, sorry.
You probably don't watch much sports unless it's soccer, I know. But there's a lot of women now that are hosting shows and are, they're not just like eye candy on the sideline anymore. They're actually in real roles and doing interviews. And so there's one last night who was, I gotta say, rather annoying. And her name is Jessica Mendoza. But usually, you've usually got your broadcast team. You get Rod and Mario, and then they'll throw it down to whoever, and it's like, so and so with an update on so and so's ball itch, and it's like, thanks guys, talk to him. His ball itch is clearing up nicely. Back to you in the booth, and they send it back to the booth. But it's like a moment where they go away from the broadcast to go exclusive. But this, you've got the broadcasters doing their thing, and then in like mid sentence, like, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. This guy's gonna have a big at bat, and then he goes down swinging, and you're like, that was informative and pointless, but okay. But it's like they've given her free reign to just chime in whenever she wants, and it was kind of annoying. And
What broadcast is she on?
She's on ESPN. I guess she's part of Baseball Tonight. I wasn't all that familiar with her, but she was definite. If you watched the game last night, she was prominent, like just chiming in whenever.
Well, it was a 3-person booth, right? It wasn't 2. Or am I wrong?
Maybe it was. I don't know, but it struck me as kind of weird. Not that she was bad or anything, but it was just like, oh, that's kind of weird. And so this guy, Brooks Marlowe, he's 23. He plays for the Astros, and he's in their farm club, so AAA or AA, whatever. But he made some comments about it. No lady needs to be on ESPN talking during a baseball game, especially Mendoza. Sorry. And so as you can imagine how that was taken. And it wasn't taken well. I guess he's an infielder. And so after dozens of people were just like, you disgusting pig.
It's outrageous, Mike.
This is outrageous. The faux outrage is real this time. We are seriously outraged. How dare you not like a woman on the broadcast? And so he, of course, had to come out. I'm sorry, I need to apologize for my tweet earlier regarding Jessica Mendoza. It was inappropriate, insensitive, and does not reflect who I am.
So he's a nobody, though?
Yeah,
Yeah, so he had to do that.
yeah, right. I know. It's kind of like we were talking with what were we watching the NFL camp where the coach was like Jeff Fisher was like, anybody has a girl in their room and they're gone. It was like, yeah, but if Todd Gurley had a girl in his room, is he really going to be kicked off the team? Of course not.
Right.
So I don't know what level this guy Brooks Marlowe is, but it's just so funny. It can't just go by the wayside. It's like, oh, what an asshole. He doesn't like Mendoza or whatever, but it's got to turn into this whole thing, and now the organization has to come out and make a comment about it. The Astros do not condone the tweet posted by one of our minor league players earlier this evening. We have communicated with the player who agreed that his tweet was inappropriate and insensitive and has since apologized. We also apologize to Ms. Mendoza, who is an outstanding broadcaster that we have had the pleasure of working with this season.
What a dumbass guy, though. He's not anonymous anymore. He's somebody, right? He's in the
Yeah.
organization.
Yeah.
What are you tweeting like that for?
Jessica, by the way, is a former Team USA softball player. She's been an announcer with ESPN, I guess, since 2014. Yeah, it sucks because we have gotten to that point where it's just going to take time, I guess, before people realize. He probably never in a million years thought anyone would give a shit what some minor league baseball player thinks. But whatever. He's getting himself in trouble for it, which...
It was just a two-man team. I was thinking of the Toronto game. I know I'd saw a chick, but it looked like there was a three-man team and a female sideline reporter. So that's just to clear up. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay. Who was in the booth last night, then?
It was her and...
Yeah, not that it matters. More Bill Clinton is a rapist, Jay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A new one?
Yeah. Do you have video of this, E?
He did it.
Yeah, it's a woman, too. She interrupted his speech in Canton, Ohio this week. Bill Clinton is a rapist. You can see her shirt. She's yelling loudly.
Who was it who encouraged this again?
Alex
radio host?
Jones. Yeah, the conspiracy theorist. But she walked in front of the press holding a gray T-shirt. Also says Bill Clinton, a rapist. I don't know why it says she left out the is, but whatever. She's at this point she's unidentified, but she's let out by security. Bill was like, I love it when people come into my rallies, man. It's a dead giveaway.
And hold up signs that I'm a rapist. I love that.
I wonder if he didn't hear her or see her. He's
Right.
like, it's a dead giveaway, man. When they don't want a conversation because they know they'll lose a conversation. It's like, well, I don't know, Bill. Go ahead and play it, E.
Bill Clinton is a rapist. How can we live together with all of our emotions so together? How can we be safe in the world so that we can...
Doesn't have the power behind it like a guy would have.
Don't worry about that.
Why did she leave out the word is?
Isn't that frustrating? Yeah, not as...
Space, I guess. I don't know. In her
No, there's
mind.
plenty of space. If you can have an A with its own line, you can have is a.
Depends on what the meaning of is.
Yeah. Bill Clinton, a rapist. And she just doesn't yell it with the power and authority that a guy will. You
You
know?
almost need to have a
Clinton's a
colon at
rapist.
that point. Bill Clinton, a rapist.
Yeah, I agree. You think it was just a mess up, and then
It does have a nice symmetry to it, though, if you look at it. It's kind of
I don't-
nicely laid out.
I disagree. I don't think you'd lose any of the symmetry if you put is in there.
It's a short enough word.
Yeah, to go with the A. Anyway, several women have accused Bill Clinton of rape over the years, as you're well aware, including Juanita Broadwick, Paula Jones, Kathleen Willey says he fondled her titties in the Oval Office. Monica Lewinsky, Jennifer Flowers, he's had his moments with all of them.
Sure.
So, see why people would say
Here's
that.
the original one.
Yeah,
This guy's great.
I hope this guy gets his $5,000 from Alex Jones.
Get him back there.
Turn on the audio. You
Tie
don't have
goes over the
audio on.
shoulder. Dress shirt opens up.
No, on the screen. Over here, dude. You've got an X on the volume.
Animal Society helps
Back it up again.
rolling out the red carpet, not for Tucker, but for some adorable, adoptable dogs. Every year,
love the
this
tie over the
spring,
shoulder.
Animal Society helps cats and dogs who are stuck in animal shelters find
I was trying to climb. Just wait, though. Here he comes again. Here he comes again.
Excited to have that man behind us. Not a little He's a little bit upset, but that's okay. Everything is fine at Fox and Friends.
Yeah, everything's fine in Fox and Friends.
If there's anything that calms the human heart, it's a canine. That's the whole point.
That's funny. That could catch on. Could that be the new fucker right in the pussy?
When you got a $5,000 bounty out there.
Yeah, I wonder if
That's-
he
I
said
wonder-
he'd
yeah,
pay
there-
for the first one or everyone.
Okay, I was gonna say if
don't
there's a
know.
limit or something, because dude, I'll drive to New York. Dude, think about that. I'll get my car and drive to New York on Fox News and just start yelling it out for $5,000. It'd be
Hell
worth
yeah.
it.
You
I
gotta-
should look into that.
Yeah, it'd be worth looking into, see if he's still doing it.
For
see if he's
real?
still
Like,
offering it.
if
Yeah, on the weekend. That could be your weekend gig, E.
Right,
Every
dude.
weekend you go to New York. Just shave one minute and shave your beard. Brad, how would you do it? Would you like? If
Dude,
you,
I do it like he's doing, or go to like Good Morning America.
How would you do? All right, so Jay and I are doing the show, and your job is to come in and scream Bill Clinton is a rapist while we're talking. Like, how would you do it?
What do you mean?
wouldn't, because that lady was just like, Bill Clinton's a rapist.
No, I mean I'd do what
rapist.
this guy would do. I'd get on, like I said, go get there real early for like weekend, because they do Good Morning America on the weekend too, where they do like the people outside, where they do the weather, like, oh, out here in the blah blah blah, here's the weather. Just get there real super early, dude. Be right up front and then
Practice. E. So Jay and I are having a conversation.
We want to hear your chant or
You're
your
off,
announcement.
you're
You're
off
saying-
mic though, so you're picking. It's being picked up on our mics. So anyway, Jay, yeah, it's I'm looking forward to the weekend. I hope.
Yeah,
I don't
me
know
too.
If,
I mean,
I
it's
don't know
gonna
if
be
you got
great.
anything going on.
Gosh.
Bill Clinton's a racist.
Soccer things going
Bill
on.
Clinton's a racist.
What's
Bill
going?
Clinton's a racist.
He's got the arms going now.
Bill Clinton's a racist.
Rapist, idiot,
Oh,
not
rapist.
racist. Bill Clinton's never been accused of being a racist.
rapist.
It's our first black president, you
Come
idiot.
on.
Well, see, that's why we needed a tester on that. A rapist. Sorry.
Asshole.
Yeah,
Dude.
it wasn't. That is fucking annoying. I knew it was coming, and
Yeah.
it threw me off a little bit. I'm not as big. I'm
I'm looking
not
into
that much
this
of a
for
pro.
next weekend.
Yeah, really. See if the bounty is still out there.
Just make sure you're wearing a TDC shirt if you do it.
Right. I mean, what would it cost, gas mile? $200, $300 max to get there and back?
Yeah, your investment's not that crazy. You'd have to invest in the rape shirt with Bill Clinton's face on it.
I'll just
you'd have-
draw it on a fucking shirt with a Sharpie.
I think he wanted to get that shirt on TV for 5 seconds and scream Bill Clinton is a rapist.
Gotcha. Well, again, do what this guy did, Clark Kent. Get there super early for, like I said, weekend Good Morning America. Get right up front. Just wear a shirt underneath, and then as soon as you see them go to that shot, just start.
Hell yeah.
Go for it, E.
I love it. Hopefully it works.
I'll keep you updated.
By the way, we got to pump our members area a little bit. I've
Yeah.
got a new video that's going to go into the members area, and it may shed light on the genesis of E's retardation.
Dude, we might have to even explore this on
I
the
know.
show and not just off because
Well.
it was quite a revelation that you and I didn't see coming.
It's amazing.
There's some onion peeling that goes on.
Yeah.
We just shot it, so yeah.
I'll try to get it up there tonight so members will be able to see it. But yeah, we're going to have to dig deeper into this,
Yeah.
get some more intel.
Yeah.
I feel like we might be chasing down the rabbit hole a little bit. Not sure how far we'll be able to get, but
Yeah.
man.
What made you decide to start shooting that, by the way? It seemed like there was no rhyme or reason. We're just all in the middle of a casual conversation, and then you're filming.
But that is when the best stuff tends to come, unfortunately. Or
Yeah.
unfortunately, depending on how you're looking at it.
Well, you're right. It is those casual moments in society when video happens and people are there with cameras to record it. Have you seen the video of the heroin junkies?
Yes, I have.
Eve,
This
you
is so wrong on so many levels.
Yeah. This is
This is in Memphis,
Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah. Hello.
broad
lady.
daylight, middle of the afternoon.
We've seen this in New York and I think San Francisco. Weren't there a couple? Not heroin, but it was some other synthetic drug that they got a hold of. Remember that? And people were like Walking Dead zombies, struggling, stumbling out of these weird clubs and then falling apart in the street. And cops had to come and help revive them. But this they say is heroin. These guys snorted some heroin.
Is one a chick?
Oh yeah, that's
Okay,
a chick right there. And the guy is, I don't know which one's in worse condition.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough call.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what's more troubling, the lack of empathy
Oh my God.
or, well, should we just watch the video
Yeah.
first? Why don't we watch it first? Go ahead, E.
Facebook Live, man. This up out here, man. Man, goddamn Facebook Live.
In portrait,
Facebook
of
Live, these
course.
folks done passed out, man.
Yeah.
These folks done passed out on her Facebook. Look at this.
And this guy's Facebook Live,
What's wrong
this,
with these
right?
folks?
Yeah.
Damn, these folks on good dope. Oh, that one
So
that
this
good.
woman is passed out on her face. Her
Like a
face is on the
frog.
curb. Yeah, in a frog position.
Oh, imagine it's your nana.
Flip flop is blown out.
Yeah.
And then the guy in the background, what is he laying on?
He's on a bench. There's a little bench
Okay.
there, I think.
Little bench, his legs are straight out in front of him, and he's just, his back is bent in a way that doesn't look human.
He's doing that back thing that little kids can do, little girls can do.
Back bend.
That back bend. It's like he's doing that.
Yeah, that's a sad, sad scene.
And you look at them like what they are in real life. Like they're old too.
Is that the same person?
No.
Are you sure?
Well, maybe. I think that's him and that's her.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's remarkable.
Yeah, they're almost doppelgangers. If
No,
I have that right,
really?
I think.
Could it be? I mean, they do look a little different, but God, they look a lot alike. Is it possible they found each other, like these two people who just?
Oh, dude, is it possible that I've just got two like previous shots of
Maybe
mug shots? I don't know.
rough-looking woman.
Yeah. Paramedics arrived on the scene finally and revived Carla Hires. I guess they call her Carla High. But her name's Hires, and her partner, who are both longtime drug addicts. Yeah, you heard the guy yelling, that must be some good shit they smoking. Yeah. So
They're fucked up, man.
Hires, by the way, the chick, was taken into custody. There was an outstanding warrant for her arrest. The guy that filmed it and Facebook Lived it is Cortland Garner. He's the gentleman you hear laughing and shit. He says, okay.
It's got to be the same lady.
It is. Yeah, you're right. Well, I just saw this fucked up eye. Doesn't it look
Yeah.
like there's some googly eye shit going on
Oh,
the right?
definitely.
Did she get that fixed?
I think it got
Was
more
that-
googly as time went on.
You think so? Maybe. Well, either way, but Cortland Garner has come out and made comment. Thank God. I was wondering what he felt about this, and he says, although I'm laughing on the film, there was a serious point. And
Is that right? Dude, I watched the whole thing. It's like 8 minutes long.
Really?
There's no serious point.
well, he believed it would help to discourage some youngsters from using drugs.
He goes into selfie mode. I mean, he's like, shit, motherfucker.
Hell yeah, bitches! Do you have the whole video? Is it worth watching any more of it?
No, it's garbage.
I know for a fact that all kids are on social media, and when kids see that video, you know what they're going to say. I don't want to look stupid like that. I don't want to do those drugs. So that
Just
was
say
his
no.
point.
It's good.
And you know what? Maybe I would buy that line if he was like,
Empathetic to him, like,
If-
oh my God,
yeah.
these poor people, look at them.
if you were out there filming that exactly and just going, kids, I hope you're paying attention right now.
Yeah.
This is where drugs will lead for you. This is tragic and sorry. Someone please call 911. Can we get some help here
The
immediately?
direct opposite. It was,
But it's
look
just
at those motherfuckers.
Bitches! Ah, world star, motherfucker!
Yeah, there he is. There's
Let's
Cortland.
work again, Frank. You're out of here, buddy.
He's going, you're getting a call. You're getting a call because he's got his phone in his hand. So bad. And then the crowd gathers.
That frog position. Both
Yeah.
of those
They on that
positions.
shit. That shit that nigga don't want.
Wait, did she move then?
No, I
Now
don't think
she's
so.
now she's in the foreground.
Cortland.
She got on some dicky shorts. Big gangster around that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, shout it low, for real though. Real nigga shit. Morgan and Morgan.
Is he's speaking English at this
This
point,
ain't
right?
no police.
certainly
using
That
this as a
police
teachable
ain't
moment.
answer for overdoses no more. Maybe two motherfucking.
The Queen's English.
Dude, that looks like how do you fall into those positions?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, my man's sitting on the bench. And it hits him and
Yeah.
he just
Go
goes
backwards. But how do you end up in a
frog
frog?
position.
Are you like squatting? You're like, oh fuck, I'm gonna pass out. So you squat, and then you just fall forward.
Fall forward. Okay.
Bunk.
You know what? I don't mean to make light of this at all because it's not funny. It's a tragic epidemic that's going on in this country right now with some of these drugs. But the way she's in the frog position, on the curb, on street level, you could meme the fuck out of a Frogger game with her.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You
Yeah.
really could if you wanted. I'm not saying that's a good idea or not, but
You're right.
yeah. Anyway, oh man, we had fun calling the clowns the other day. The clown people.
Did they get to the bottom of this, Mike? It seems
They
to be
haven't.
getting worse.
They haven't. Who do you blame for hating clowns? You've always just found them creepy, right?
Yeah, I've never liked them.
Like we were our age, we didn't have like birthday parties with clowns and blow up fucking castle bouncy things. Like that was super rare.
Yeah, I don't know who I blame for it. I don't know if it was just a natural feeling that came to me or whether a movie did it or what.
The reason I ask is because a lot of people point to it, the Stephen King novel
Pennywise.
that was turned into the movie. Stephen King actually took to Twitter this week and talking about it. Hey guys, time to cool the clown hysteria. Most of them are good. Cheer up the kiddies, make people laugh. And fans, of course, were like, "Dude, fuck you, man. They were, it's your fault, sir." But it doesn't sound like it's slowing down. Yeah, people. As a Mainer, I like you, Stephen King, but dude, you wrote a very scary story about clowns. So video surfaces at that panic at Penn State, and I didn't read a whole lot about it. I just knew there were a couple schools where kids took to the streets. They were out in the streets with hockey sticks and like pitchforks. They were trying to find the clown and kill it. I could totally
Torches,
see,
pitchforks.
dude. This is a 2016 witch hunt. Like, what if they would have found some dude like with a red nose on, just stumbling about, leaving a bar? Would they have killed him? I mean, it's possible, but anyway, the police are really upset about this because they're like, look, there's a lot of these clowns out there, and a lot of people making stuff up online about these clowns, and it's taking an enormous amount of resources to deal with them. So they want people to stop too, but I don't know. We're gonna have to call them again, the clowns, and see if they can order a directive. If not them, then who? Anyway, I thought it was interesting that Stephen King's now tweeted about it too.
It's ridiculous.
That movie was like, when was that book? 20, almost 30 years
70s
ago?
maybe? I don't know.
Maybe even more?
Did you ever see the movie?
No. That's one of the books and movies I have not read yet.
Yeah.
I can remember like the cover of it. Didn't he have like long like fingernails and? Yeah, it was
I think he
creepy.
had fucked up teeth.
Yeah.
His teeth were
I've never
kinda...
read it, or if it's a movie, I've never seen it.
Yeah, I haven't either, but yeah, he had the white makeup. It wasn't like an evil clown face. I mean, it was, but I've seen pictures of it too. You'll recognize it when you see it, I think. If you do the clown from...
Yeah, there you go. But he really gets credit for that shit, huh?
What do you mean?
For the evil clown.
Yeah, a lot of people. Like, oh my God, we're terrified of clowns because of Stephen King's book, It. I don't know. Prosecutors in Montana have dropped a drunk driving charge against the guy that killed bin Laden, the Navy SEAL. And, Rob O'Neill was found asleep behind the wheel of a running car at a convenience store like 2:30 in the morning. This is back in April. And he said he took a prescription sleep aid to help with severe insomnia.
Is everybody in agreement on who killed bin Laden? Wasn't there some question? Like one guy was claiming it, and then another group came out and was like, no, he just wants press. It's so-and-so.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that'd be in the character of those types of guys, though, does
Yeah.
it? You know what I mean? I don't know. I remember when he did his 60 Minutes interview, and I think he got a lot of shit for that at the time. And then you're right, there was a group that came out and said, no, it was someone else, or maybe they both did. But I think Rob O'Neill, for the most part, gets the most credit for that. I don't know why. They're not supposed to talk about that stuff at all, so it's kind of against
The code.
Yeah, totally against the code. But yeah, so both sides in the case, prosecution and defense agreed that the medication prescribed to treat symptoms related to O'Neill's military service formed the basis for the DUI charge. And so, they dropped him. And instead, he's been charged with negligent endangerment and deferred prosecution for up to a year while he undergoes treatment through the Department of Veterans Affairs. If he successfully completes that, and then they drop everything.
You think there was any leniency there? Like, fuck, he killed bin Laden,
Dude, that's kind of
National
how
hero.
It's kind of how I feel. Like you should
mean,
just
just-
get a special card
Yeah,
that just
right.
says like, dude,
I killed Bin Laden.
like I'm the guy. You should be able to kind of be shit faced anywhere, anytime you want, and just like pull your "I killed Bin Laden" card. People go, you knucklehead. And if you catch him wasted out in the streets and he's driving around, I mean, obviously the cops should give him a ride home.
Yeah,
you
stop
shouldn't let
him.
him drive.
Right.
Stop him. But if that unfortunate incident comes up, I mean, he's only in Montana. What are there, 30 people in Montana? How much damage could he really do, anyways? Anyway, he's received more than 52 military decorations, couple silver stars, 4 bronze stars with valor, a joint service commendation. Yeah, all kinds of shit. But yeah, anyway, he's the guy that's like, yeah, I saw Bin Laden. He was 2 feet from me. I made eye contact with him, looked him dead in the eyes, and then boom, 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 boom. Shot his, I think he was cowering behind his wife or something. Yeah.
Pussy. Hey, are you itching to dump your funk-filled grocery getter? You want to drive the freshest, safest, funnest SUV on the market? Then we highly suggest you visit Zott Ford at I-75 and exit 98. You can lease the all-new 17 Ford Escape SE for just $199 with zero cash due at signing. Yup, the hottest SUV on the market for $199 a month with zero cash due. Only from our friends at Zott Ford and Holly. Surf their groovy deals and massive inventory at ZottFord.com.
What are you pulling up there, E?
That's the pigment trial.
Pigment trials going on right now.
Wait,
Yeah, look, that
Trying to
was
get
it.
everything they can in before the storm. That's coming
Are
like
you
right
s-
for
I thought they
Brunswick.
broke for
There
the
he is,
week.
right there.
He's wearing handcuffs. Can you not bring him
That's the pigment.
Dude,
they're right. There's nobody in this
Yeah.
trial, dude. You
Yeah.
can easily get into the courtroom for the
Go
pigment.
sit in there all 6 weeks,
Are we off the mark with the pigment
Who's this
trial?
Officer Jacqueline Piper?
Yes. it
Chick
is,
officer?
actually. Yeah.
Plenty of room. Can you picture Big E just sitting back
Dude,
there?
I'd be on the screen,
Yeah.
dude. I mean,
You would be.
Fuck yeah, dude.
if I sat
Or
right back behind there, dude. I
Would
could
he
wear-
be able to wear what he's wearing?
What if I
without
wore,
the hat?
What if I wore
Without
my,
that, they'd make
Yeah.
him take the hat off?
Oh, yeah.
But I could wear my Detroit Cash shirt. I could wear a big Detroit Cash shirt
Mm-hmm.
and just sit there.
Totally. Go sit by that gentleman in the red polo.
Right. Dude, that
Sir,
would
what do
be
you
so
think of
awesome.
the pigmen? I wonder if those are all like family and grandparents and shit. They probably
Not
are.
a lot of people, is it?
No, I'm
Dude, there's almost
shocked at that.
nobody in there.
I bet that's weather related. That has to be.
I
Where
don't know.
they're
Like I said, I looked the other day at one of the YouTube feeds, and it was the same. I think it was the first day, which you'd think would have a lot of media and stuff in the courtroom, right? For
But-
opening statements.
But I don't think would they let the media in the courtroom, or would they keep them outside the courtroom? And
Go
Well,
in as a
they're
reporter.
recording it live right now. I mean, it's on.
Yeah, they're not
I
going to
know,
let you
but-
take cameras in, but they'll let you sit there.
yeah, well, that's what I mean with cameras and stuff.
No, they won't
No.
let you take cameras in.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going, E.
Oh, I thought
I would love to.
I had a story about
it
the
could be
pigmen
right back there.
from yesterday. I decided not to do it because I thought they were at recess for the weekend.
I'm talking about a pig man. I walked into the wrong room and there he was.
A pigman.
A pig man, half pig, half man.
Jay, I think you saw this story about this chick that got a vibrator.
Yes. Lodged in her anus.
Yeah. How does that happen? I still am rather confused about what happened here. E, would you?
Yeah.
What about the girl?
Shut off, dude.
Sorry. Anyway, every time.
Yeah.
Emma Phillips.
You're not gonna catch me sometime where I'm gonna be like, oh, yeah.
Emma Phillips. She's a mom of one. God, dude.
My mom went to the emergency room to get a dildo out of her ass.
And now she's talking to the press about it.
God.
Don't you think every kid growing up is going to Google their parents at some point? I mean, that's something our parents didn't have to worry about, Googling their names. Like the first thing
It's
that's
gonna
going to
be a
pop
bummer.
up, I can promise you, Emma Phillips is never going to
be a
do.
bummer.
She's never going to do anything more newsworthy than getting a vibrator stuck
Yeah.
in her butthole.
It's going to be the first thing on Google. You're right.
Anyway, she first thought her boyfriend Lee had hidden the vibrator under a pillow as a prank. This is why it's confusing to me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's like,
But then I felt it in my ass.
she pressed down on her stomach and she felt it buzzing inside her.
What?
Yeah,
How big of a butthole do you have?
and
I thought he put it down on a pillow.
I thought he was hiding it under a pillow. And instead, I push my stomach and it starts vibrating. It's inside me. They tried to remove it using a fork handle and barbecue prongs. That would kind of be fun. Is that like the ultimate game of operation?
Oh my God.
You know?
Look at her giving thumbs up. She's all right.
Yep, we did it.
Did you say in that, by the way, yet that she's a student teacher?
Really?
Yeah, is she like
Not a gamer. Student teacher has spoken about how she got a vibrator stuck up her anus.
Anyway, she was rushed to the hospital to have the sex toy taken out. Now Emma wants to warn people not to be afraid of getting help in embarrassing situations. We were looking around the bed because it had fallen out. Some of these comments don't make sense to
Yeah.
me, dude. I'm serious. I'm hoping that you can give me some explanation as to
No,
what
I didn't.
she's saying.
I don't know. I didn't read this.
We
I just forwarded it on to you.
We were looking around the bed in case it had fallen out. When I leaned on my stomach, I could feel it vibrating. It was stuck low down and at one point was even wedged behind my hip. She's talking about inside her? He tried a kitchen fork handle, which we won't be using again, and he said he could feel it at one point, but that it was too far up. It was a goner. So he must have been like fisting it.
How big is this thing? Did she say?
Her butthole?
Her vibrator.
It looked like your standard issue,
Yeah.
7-inch pink.
They showed it?
Yeah, she's like holding it. I think. I mean, unless they just gave her a prop dildo.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is this real? Look at her face. Come on, man.
I know she's doing this video, so the photographer's
God.
obviously like, okay, act shocked. Show me a surprise face. I don't know if that's the one that was in her butthole. I'm not sure. So we'd both been drinking the night before, obviously. So they couldn't drive. I had to make the most embarrassing call to the ambulance at 7 a.m. The call handler said, "Tell me exactly what the problem is." So I had to tell her. Doctors carried out an x-ray to work out where the still buzzing vibrator was and realized it was too high up and would be too painful for them to manually extract.
Sort of like
while
a
she was
black
awake.
box has a limited ping. They're like, we got to get it before batteries.
Batteries die. We'll never find it. At first, we were jokey about it, but then realized it wasn't much of a joke, especially when they were talking about going through my stomach if they couldn't get it. Doctors told Emma if they couldn't get it rectally, they would have to go through the bowel and take some out, which would mean 6 months with a colostomy bag. It's all fun and games.
God, how often are you putting this thing up your ass that you just like, oh, I thought he put it under a pillow, but we're looking for it later, and oh, yeah, it's in my ass.
Oh, it's still in
vibrating.
there. Going.
Dude.
Emma underwent a 1.5-minute surgery, which involved placing a camera down her throat and a surgeon pressing on her stomach before manually extracting it. Doctors offered her, they're like, yeah, you can have it as a keepsake if you want it back. And she's like, yeah, I'll pass. My daughter was staying with my mom and dad, and I was staying at Lee's, her boyfriend Lee's house. I wasn't going to tell them, but then when I was having to go to surgery, I knew we were going to have to say something, so I told my mom the real reason.
And now I'm telling the world.
Yeah, I can't see telling my mom if that really happened. You know what I mean? No way. I just took some painkillers and was told not to use stuff like that again until I was ready. I've learned I need to be a bit more careful. Yeah, I thought it was funny though. Lee has not been scarred by this. He just thinks it's funny. Which I'm with Lee on this one, dude. Honestly,
what do? You put a tether on it from now on?
Well, it seems sort of irresponsible that there's not some sort of flat base.
Yeah.
Something flush.
Like a fake set of balls at the end.
There you go. Yeah, sure. But when you see these just
Cylindrical,
bullet shaped, and you know they're going in, it's like,
you wonder if it wasn't just one of those tiny ones.
maybe.
You know, God, how can you not know what's in there?
Yeah.
I don't know. Dr. Tommy, though, our listener, Dr. Tommy, he's written in. He's like, people come in all the time with stuff up their ass.
Google it. There are countless
There
images.
must be like a lip or something that once you get past that, it's like the point of no return. Like you can't get it.
Dude, that door slams shut. It does. That door slams shut as soon as anything, like once it's done opening,
Get it past the lip.
you get it past the ring,
Yeah.
the lip ring, it's over. Just be careful, E. That's all I'm saying. It's just it's just a warning.
How far in is it, Mike? 6 inches?
What do you mean?
I mean, where's this lip? Are you talking about right on the edge of the of the hole?
No, I'm saying
What
that,
are you
that-
claiming is the point of no return?
I'm saying it no matter how big whatever you're shoving in is, once it breaches a certain point of the butthole itself,
It's like quicksand. Just
it's
pulls
like,
it in.
Yeah. Think like the pit that what's his name fell into in Star Wars.
Yeah. No. So you're saying as soon as it leaves our atmosphere. Goes fully inside the hole. The's no getting it back.
No, not without you having
even
to
a centimeter
root around. No, I don't think so. I think that it slams shut. I think the door slams shut as soon as you breach. And then
you
you're
need
in
a tether. Everything it should
Yeah.
all be tethered.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe you could work on that. Come out with a Detroit Cast tethered dildo, just in case things get a little too crazy. Anyway, we should move on. Do you want to hear and see how you do, Jay? There's been a poll that's done about the top 50 skills that all dads need to have,
Oh, okay.
and see where you are on the list. E, feel free to chime in on this as well and see how we
Sure.
would do.
Throwing a football top 10?
I think
Throwing. Let's say throwing.
Dude, if
Yeah.
throwing a ball is, I don't know that it is anymore, but it should still be. Even if you're
It
not going to
should.
play.
Is it on there?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the list, all of it, but they said, I guess this was Bob the Builder. The website did this, and they commissioned this poll. Huge list of dad skills, shows just how many roles dads have to fill.
I have a feeling, just real quick, I have a feeling that I probably can only do like 10 of these things.
I don't know. Well, we can
Okay.
keep track. I don't know how many I can do.
Okay, okay.
So the top 50 skills dads need to have: being calm during family arguments.
So you're starting with number 1?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the top skill you need. to
Well,
succeed.
I don't know if it's the top one, but
Well, is it number 1?
yeah, but they've just listed 50 things that
Oh,
dads,
alright.
skills that dads. I don't think it's
Gotcha.
like the best skill you need to have is.
I thought that's what the point of these lists were. You know, you need.
Yeah. Driving while constantly being distracted.
True.
I could do that. Keeping calm during family arguments. I
No.
don't know that I could do that.
I don't do very well with that.
Yeah. Fixing a flat bike tire.
Okay.
Can you fix a bike tire?
Yeah.
I can too. That's when you call the Schwinn shop and tell them that you've got a flat
Exactly. I
tire.
got a situation
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I got a major problem.
Put it in your car, drive up
With
to
a
the
bike
bike shop,
tire.
and
Or you go buy a $4 inner tube and replace it.
Undoing difficult knots.
Sounds like
Useful
a
skill.
mom duty to me.
See, that's what I was thinking. Honey,
Yeah, they got nails. You know.
You know-
you need kind of nails to get in there.
get in there.
the only reason I would say that some of people like our age more, because I think they're all wireless now, but from learning back in the day to have to like get like video game cords untied, I feel like I got pretty good at untying shit like that. Dude, video game cords
Can
For-
get tangled.
back
Speaker
in the
wire
day-
too. Yeah. Putting up a tent.
Oh, I can do that.
Mm-hmm. Pop-up tents. Who needs to put up a tent anymore? Seriously. I mean, do you know that skill? You put
I
up
mean,
a
they're
tent?
all different, but
Yeah.
they're pretty easy to figure out.
Let's see. Setting up and tuning up the TV.
Ugh.
Dude, these days that is so hard.
Yeah, it is a lot harder now, but you can usually just, like, the guy that delivers the TV, you can have him do the initial run-through. So that's easy. We got that covered. Cooking on a barbecue? That you
Did
can
that
do.
before it came over.
Tying shoelaces.
Nice.
Yeah.
Blowing up balloons.
Yes. Although I cannot do it without getting a headache.
I get lightheaded.
Big time.
That's what I get. Tying ties.
Yep.
I know you can do that. E, can you tie a tie?
No.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah. Actually,
Okay.
I
Okay.
can.
Okay.
Changing a tire.
Yep. We know E can't do that. Although his dad can. His dad
Yeah.
has dad skills.
Setting up Wi-Fi.
Dude, that's come on now.
I know.
I mean, it's got directions, right? No? Probably not.
Well, I'm sure it does, but some nerd wrote it. Some Kadog wrote it. And it's like,
you got YouTube, right?
yeah, YouTube's a big help. Fixing holes in walls.
Yep.
Easy. Poster. It's the only way to
Dartboard.
do it,
I
right?
always assume that's what these all are
Dartboard.
down here for.
Yeah, you got a lot of shit on your walls.
That's right. Pancake flipping, is that a big deal?
I mean, come on.
Teaching your kids to swim. It's a dad skill.
I'd say that's a shared mom and dad skill.
All right. Lighting fires. Lighting a fire.
I like lighting fires.
Fixing toys. Are you a lousy dad? Can you not do some of these things? Or do these seem like easy to you? Do these seem easy? Teaching how to throw a football.
There you go.
Oh, thank
there you
God.
go. Sweet Pie whipped a football nice spiral the other day. I was impressed.
Really?
Where'd you learn how to do that? She's like, gym. Oh, they teach you how to do that in gym.
Oh, I was like, who's Jim? I was like, who's
Friend
this
of Mike
imposter?
Hatt.
Who's this fucking Jim guy that's come over your house and sweet
Jim
teaching-
with a G.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude. They teach them how to throw a football in gym class.
My sister can throw a better spiral than most guys I know. Yeah, because she grew up with me and G.
Yeah.
So she was constantly having to throw a football if she wanted to hang out. Anyway, yeah, I guess this list is kind of stupid, but
Hey, you all know Mark Leibovitz at LPL Financial by now. He's offering our listeners a great special. If you're one of the next 10 listeners to make an appointment for a no-cost, no-obligation portfolio review, he'll give you a $50 gift certificate to your favorite restaurant. That means at no cost, Merck will meet with you, review your financial investment situation, give you recommendations. So if you've been thinking about calling Merck, now's the time to do it. Call 248-626-2000 and ask for Mark.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
And Merck will be out at the Massey Show Friday, so make sure you say hello to him.
absolutely. All the guys, I think, are coming out.
Yep, should be.
Yeah. So, yeah, please thank them for what, making this show possible, because it wouldn't be possible without them.
Including Zot Ford. Hey, as we all know, Big E drives nothing but disgusting turd boxes for cars. You, however, do not have to, because Zot Ford and Holly has got your back. So go lease the all-new 17 Ford Fusion SE for just $158 on a 24-month lease. The 17 Ford Fusion has class-leading style, safety, and performance. It can be all yours for $158 a month at Zot Ford. Get to I-75 and exit 98. Tell them the 38-year-old basement dweller sent you. Receive a free autographed TDC shirt with your purchase or lease. Hurry while supplies last.
Well, Jay, what do you say we shut it down for now and take a quick break? Well, take a break and get set up with Massey. And it should be seamless to people listening to the MP3 of the show. But yeah, when we come back, we'll have Mike Massey here in studio.
Cool. Let's do it.
All right.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break.
Hey, it's Steve Gabarra, the general manager at Zott Ford. You've heard me talk about the deals we offer on Ford F-150s. Well, here's one you simply cannot ignore. For a limited time, everyone can save up to $17,000 on a new 16 Ford F-150. Yes, I said everyone. This means you do not have to be a Ford employee or even know one. So if you can drive to Zott Ford at I-75 and exit 98, you can save up to $17,000 on your new F-150. Only at Zott Ford and Holly. That's SZOTT.